Okay, we're trying something different today, so hang with me. Guess you can still see my laptop. That's okay. It's far enough away. I have to be able to reach it for just this purpose. I'm so happy to see you guys. Hopefully, this broadcast will hold. Everything is new, so this is just a trial run. All right, card of the day. Let me know if you can hear me okay, if the sound is okay, because I had to switch sides with my mic. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Patricia. Square Peg, I value your feedback. Okay. The Way of Positive Change, Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky every single day, early in the morning. Six of Pentacles is another pay it forward kind of card. We had the Wheel of Fortune yesterday. So I was pretty sure we were going to have something to celebrate this week. We're still hanging in there. This is about giving and receiving, and it's about paying it forward, just like we said, and about the ability to open your mind to receive, and remembering that when you allow someone to help you, then they get compensated back by the universe. So allow them to be compensated for their work for helping you. Remember to open yourself to receive. Hey, Freddie. All right. I wanted to remind everyone the crystal class registration is full and complete. If you got an email from me and you inquired and you haven't sent your money in and confirmed yet, please don't. Please wait for the next one. We'll be doing another one soon. All right. And I have readings available in October, and I look forward to meeting you and reading for you. Okay, let's take a look and see. Let's go ahead and try, just in case if I have a problem. I want to take a look at Trump's health. Boy, this lighting is really different. I want to take a look at Trump's health. So let's just take a look at that, because a lot of people ask me to look into that. And we're going to go right into what happened to Ursula. Let me know if my voice is cracking. Is she wearing her mic? I am wearing my mic. Can you hear me okay? Okay. All right, Grace Gilbert says, I sound great. Okay. Thank you, Kevin. Okay, somebody says there's an echo. Okay, so this is all trial. I appreciate your feedback. It can't be perfect every time. So it was a really big deal to switch everything all out. Okay, I've got a card in here backwards. I want to take a look and see how his health is and what he's been doing, because he wasn't doing what everyone in his press camp said he was doing. That's for sure. There, two. Here we go. All right, now we can start. Done some readings for you guys lately, and so many of us keep getting the card that I call the Eat, Pray, Love card. I don't know if any of you have read that old best-selling book. It's not old, but older. It was written by Elizabeth Gilbert, I think, and then they made a movie of it with Julia Roberts, and it just keeps coming up for everyone that everyone really needs to just be helping themselves, connecting more spiritually, eating pasta. Okay, let's take a look and see how is Trump's. Hey, Becca. Becca's in the house. How is Trump's health now? Presently, right now. Okay, let's see. All right, so remember, I just want to bring it up to you briefly. Remember that I kept getting the Eight of Swords for him and the Seven of Pentacles. So it just didn't seem like anything he was trying to do would reap rewards. Those are just, the Seven of Pentacles is just about having to continue doing your work for, to fertilize the crops, to water the crops, to get them to grow. And then this Ten of Wands here is just about, I think he's having multi-system failure. I think there's several things going on with him. And I mean, some things are not completely faltering, but hey, T-Bar. Yeah, this is like it seems like there's too many problems. So there isn't just one giant thing that's happening. It's a culmination of several issues. And it just looks like if they get one taken care of, then they have to try to fix another one. And then something else pops up. It could be Becca. It definitely could be many things, many strokes. It's too much for him. I think the most important thing to say is that they can't stay on top of this. So they try something else comes up. Then they give them something. And then the problem with that is that some of these medicines, that's why you need an internal medicine doctor a lot of times when people get much older with several problems, because they need one doctor that understands all of the organs and all of the various medications that you're on, so that you don't have contradictions or that one doesn't work against the other. It doesn't look like they're able to fix this. And I wondered the same thing, Debbie K. I wondered if there was maybe something put in Trump's car or something for entertainment purposes only. All right, I do feel, now we are not going to know this, of course, but I do feel that he's already had some sort of procedure. So he could have had something placed, needles. Here's that Seven of Cups. I get Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. It's just like he doesn't have the strength. And remember, I was getting the Hangman a lot of times for just loss of function from the waist down, or just weakness from that area. Five of Cups. So he's missing his youth. He's wishes he had a whole lot more time. He may have some regrets over a couple of things. I mean, even crazy people have regrets, right? He's probably just wishing that he had more love, more time. I mean, I'm pretty sure Melania was throwing something out of that White House window, because that's what lovers do when they're mad. They just shove their stuff out the window, right? They just back it up. You want your stuff? Go get it. Right out the window. Sometimes it's on fire. This was not on fire, but it could have been. Although that would have definitely drawn more attention. So, oops. Okay. He's had to have several people help him. He did not get good news recently about his health. So a lot of people think, things are getting better. Well, things are getting a little better here, but it wasn't what he wanted to hear. This is you're reconciled to the truth in this boat. Nobody wants to leave and go wherever they need to go to get away from someone, or, abusive partner, or a difficult health situation, or take this plan B. I call it the plan B card. Nobody wants to do that. There isn't anybody happy jumping for joy in this boat. But it does mean that you have somebody that is helping you. So, but he's reconciled that he's going to have a problem. He's going to have to continue to have treatments. And this is going to be more difficult than what he thought. Let's move this mic up more and see if that will help. Let me know if that helps you guys, or if it's more crackly. Okay, I think the video is holding for right now. All right, so he had to make some decisions about his health. He had to, his family, I did a reading and I did ask, okay, I did ask if his family knew, and they did say that they did know. Okay. The cards did say that they knew. So he had to make a decision. He had to balance things out. And he got some pretty tough news. And I also feel that he feels this way because, I mean, the Putin is having a slumber party over with Modi and G and everybody. Hey, Rose Blue, and he wasn't invited. He just wasn't invited. And he knows that he has been stabbed in the back. I mean, it's pretty plain to see. Okay, now he does get up on top of this mountain here. Watch for mismatched shoes. I'm just kidding. He is gaining strength here. He will get back up here. I don't know how long that's going to last. But he did a face plant. He may have fallen as well. He could have actually gone down. But he's getting his balance. He's working on his balance. He's getting back up on top again here. He's trying to fight off all the rumors and everything. So let's pick these up and see how he does for the rest of the week. Okay. All right. So we have the eclipse coming up. Is that Friday or Saturday, guys? I don't know. I've been working on, I'm very grateful that I've gotten a lot of work done. How's that? Okay. All right, let's see. That's a good one. Did I want to throw him down the stairs? Listen, that's coming. Something about that is coming out. I can't sell her haunted place. Can you believe it? How does Trump's health do this whole week? Is the eclipse on the 6th or 7th? Hey, Beth Cat. Okay. All right. Again, and you saw me shuffle. So there's just too many problems. I think he's tired. This is hard. It's hard. He's probably whining about his schedule. He doesn't want to do anything but golf. Again, he's going to have people help him. He's just going to have to. And sometimes he says, I just want to do it all on my own. And then he kicks everybody else out and probably something else flies out the window. Maybe that was Susie Wiles stuff that got thrown. Somebody's stuff got thrown out. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. And he's trying to. I'm sure he has Walt Nata helping him. All right. He's not listening, and he's just going to do what he wants to do. And more is better. More is not enough. So I want more, more, more. And that's one of the warnings about this eclipse and the next eclipse is not to overdo things, right? Oh, he's doing another money grab here. He's not following doctors. orders. He's very concerned about his own finance. He won't be able to sleep. And we already know that he doesn't do well for himself. He asks a pretty lady to come in and help this. I'm just not even going to go there. And he overdoes it, and we know the answer, so I don't think that he does that well. And the towers on the bottom. I couldn't stop laughing when I was watching Becca and Johnny and Jen, because Johnny just kept getting the death card, and it was just hysterical. Okay, so let's see. All right. Is he going to be able to do his duties? Will he be seen? Will he be public? Will we get the star card? Will we get any kind of updates as to what's going on with him? Will he be seen? We're going to ask about the Epstein victims and survivors. But right now we're just trying to get a quick look. It looks like I'm going to be able to continue with this broadcast. So the internet is at least holding. All right, so is Trump going to be able to follow through with his duties this week? Will he be seen? Will he be in the public? Now I'm seeing up on the TV in the background over there that there's a federal judge that's saying that Trump's deployment of the National Guard to California was illegal. So, was an illegal maneuver or against the law, or something like that. So how will he be in the public eye? Hey, Ian. Will he be able to function? Will he be able to, he's trying to get up. He's fallen, but he's trying to get up. But he is not having fun. So I would be shocked if he was out on the golf course. He might try to take a ride out there, but he is not feeling it. So problems have already happened. He's angry. He's throwing Susie and Melania's stuff out the window. All right, there's the star card. He wants to be the star. Oh, there, he will be seen. He will be seen. All right. So maybe in another day or two, he'll be seen. Maybe in the golf cart. Maybe they can juice him up enough to get him out there. He will have some family visiting. And then a change happens. So, for entertainment purposes only, I think they give him and sometimes you don't feel good. When you're near the end, sometimes you don't feel good. And it seems like too much, but then you get this sudden burst of energy. They call it a rally, where you seem like, oh, I can achieve this. I can accomplish this. And then the energy goes up and you get to do a few things and then it goes back down. So that's where I'm going to leave that. That's exactly where I'm going to leave that. Okay. Now, I will share a couple of other things. A lot of people, Becca said, people are learning how to do the river dance, and people are making playlists. Don't Fear the Reaper, Highway to Hell, Rose Blue said. So I think that's all fun and games. And I think it's really good. But I did feel yesterday, the day before, I got a lot of signs. I got a beautiful double rainbow that joined together, or at least I got to see the inner matrix of it. And I haven't seen that for a very long time. And then it went away in a little bit of a storm, and then it came back. It was absolutely phenomenal. And I saw a lot of other, really, just a lot of nature signs, and I felt more relaxed. So I feel like my angel is telling me, it's either that the end of whatever he was trying to accomplish ended with the last day of August, and that could be the year from the time of the dream, or maybe it takes the whole year from the first day he took office to actually end everything. And that can be everyone around him too. So I'm asking to get some more information about that. And I was asking that, and then a very significant animal totem just happened right before I came on live with you. A very large turtle / tortoise. In Florida, everything is bigger in Florida. Right? This is a giant tortoise. There's some ponds and retention ponds. There's a canal at the end of my street, but for some reason, this has never happened before, but it crossed the road and it came right up into my yard. It's literally in my front yard right now. I have no idea what to do with this thing. So I have to look that up. I know that Mother Tortoise is healing. I know that it is also, patience and slow and steady wins the day. Take it for what you will, but that's our sign for today. So I wanted to share that with you because I was absolutely shocked. I've lived in this house since 2009, and I have never seen anything like that. This thing is huge. It's way too big for me to pick up. So don't even think it. Don't email me. Don't tell me to go pick it up because it's not pick upable. Okay. All right. I'm going to I don't know what I'm going to do. All right. Okay, so now, I also wanted to let you know that I'm doing prayers every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So please join me with that. And I'm praying for another sign. Of course, I'm getting signs. And I also wanted to say thank you to Angela and David. That's very important. I don't know if you heard or not, but a plane carrying the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen it was her plane, and it was targeted by Russian GPS navigation, so it jammed the signals. Apparently this has happened before in and around Bulgaria. Anyway, her pilots had to use a paper map in order to land the plane safely. They couldn't use their GPS tracking, their normal configurations and landing. Their internet or whatever was just messed up, so they couldn't see what they were doing. She is safe, but this is really, really horrible, and I think it's probably going to happen to some other European leaders, because I think Putin was really mad that they all came together over at the White House, and now they're having another meeting this Thursday in France to get together. They had a meeting a couple of days ago too, right before she got on this plane, to strategize and figure out a way to stop Putin and to put more pressure on him and what they could do, right? So, and now it's rumored that Trump will appear with them somehow. Now, is he going to fly to France? Maybe he'll rally and fry. He'll fry. We'll just leave that right there. He'll fly to France, but or he'll get on the Zoom. Who knows? But let's just see how does Trump feel? I want to know. Say prayers for her, because that was really bad. That is an attempt. I'm not going to say the other word, but that was an attempt. So let's see. How does Trump feel about what happened to Ursula von der Leyen? How does he feel about what happened to her? Is he ambivalent? I don't think he really, I think he's going to announce something about that. Let's see. Thank you, Emma. Hit the like button. And if you're new here, please subscribe so you can help more people find our channel, more light workers find our group. All right. How does Trump feel about Ursula's near miss? Or like Square Peg says about what happened with her plane incident. All right. I think he actually kind of likes her. But he just doesn't, he's so fogged over. He's not going to make a commitment to doing anything. I actually think he likes her. Oh my God, he can't do anything. I don't think he was happy about what happened. I mean, someone could get Prajogand. You know, I'm just, with the eclipse coming up, okay, so I think that he's going to talk to her and tell her that he wishes her well. There will be a good conversation there. I don't think he was happy. I think it shocked him, perhaps, that happened. And they have a lot of credible information that it did come from Russia GPS jamming. All right, so let's see how. All right, so this will help clarify if he's able to get up, if he does rally, will he help Ukraine? Will he help our European allies and help Ukraine? Will Donald Trump help Ukraine? Will Donald Trump actually help Ukraine? Will Trump help Ukraine? Man, he's still like, it's hard for him to, I just don't understand. He had to have seen Putin making fun of him, right? Putin, Modi, Xi, they're all laughing. Hey, Deborah. Oh my God, he just can't. It's when this comes up, you just can't see clearly. And you can't see the right thing to do is right in front of your nose. This card is like, you know how when you're opening your refrigerator and you're looking for the mayonnaise and it's right in front of you and you can't see it? That's what this card's about. Probably just because he's looking for the ketchup. Just kidding. But, okay, so he's not, he'll leave it up to someone else. He will provide something. Now let's look and see. So we got the six of, let's remember this. He is going to help them with something. All right, but let's, you might have to try to secure something or tell someone else to get, I just don't think he's hanging around, or I don't think he's able to do some things here. All right, so let's see. Will Donald Trump, help Putin and Russia? Will he help? Is that what he'll do? Will he help Putin? Will he help Putin? Will Trump help Putin? I'm very thankful for all of your opinions and your suggestions. They've all been very helpful, especially for the person that emailed me about changing my router sign in. Anyway, I've had to change everything. It's been very challenging, but I've done it and I think we've solved the problems. Okay, so just bear with me. I'll get better with each broadcast. All right, he does not feel a warm, cozy feeling from the Putin. He doesn't feel like, he knows it's unstable. Anything that he had previously wished, oh boy, if I help Putin, then everything will be good and I'll get my wish and he'll keep my secret safe. And he's still concerned about keeping his secret safe. And he's jealous. Listen, this is competition. This is the Kardashian to the 10th power card. This is, when you're asking about two people and you get 5 here, that's too many people in the room. So again, we're throwing stuff out the White House window. So what happened when Putin appeared with all of these other people, he didn't like that. He is competitive in nature. He wants all of the adulation and he wants all of the nice compliments from Putin. He is not happy with Putin. And he knows that Putin is not working with him solely. He knows that he's competing with other people. He still thinks that he is better than everyone else and that Putin does see his help as more helpful than everyone else. But he has been a fool and he's still a fool. Oh my God. Okay. In that last video I did about S blank 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 hitting the fan, the Queen of Pentacles just kept coming up. So, and there is a report coming out that has to do with Russia that could be, it's either from our side with statistics, numbers, and facts with this dark-haired lady, or Putin gives it to her. And I mean, it could be Ghislaine because she's got that dark black hair that goes silver early. So he's very concerned about this. And helping Putin, I think he will fight, and I think he'll get on the phone and he'll talk to him and he'll fight. But I think that he will still continue to help Putin because Putin holds this over his head. So he apparently knows this is either numbers and facts and stats from the election or from the Gizzy thing, or let's just see. He's going to continue to help Putin because Putin he has compromise. He has him over the barrel. Is this about the election or is it about the sexual things with Mr. Epps? Is it about the election interference for entertainment purposes only, or is it about the Epps stuff? So we'll see. It'll be either more numerical and pentacles, or it will be more about sexual things. Well, I mean, you know what is hitting the fan. It's just all over the place. It's just craziness. Is Sebastian in the house? Did I see her? Whatever it is coming out anyway. So it doesn't matter what Trump thinks he can do to get Putin to continue to hide his secret. It isn't going to work. It's going to come out. I mean, the Tower, the Wheel, the Hermit. It's going to come out. Law, Pentacles. The information makes him freak out. The other people he was working with. I actually think this is both because I have the Devil card here and the secrets, but the people coming out to vote would be Judgment and the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm going to say both. I feel that Putin has done his homework and he has information on both topics. And it's enough to just topple everything. So that's that. There she is. Autumn is here. All right. So let's see, what has he been doing? Like, what has Trump been doing? Because I couldn't come on over the weekend because I was trying to set everything up. And so, anyway, what has Trump been doing? Has he just been in the recliner? Has he been? Well, I know he had some sort of procedure, so who knows? With that Queen of Swords, that could be anything from a transfusion to IV antibiotics. They may have had to put a little bit of a port in if they didn't take him to the hospital. Sometimes when you're doing something like that, it'll be, in your, watch, his shirts, see if there's a bump where they placed a port in the arm. Oh, he did go to get treatment. Well, of course, we don't know about it, but he did get treatment. Two aces is the change of places, and he had to go here. So maybe that's just the part of the White House where the doctor is. His life has changed. So he isn't going to be, he's going to be less of what he was, which is good. Where's the river dance, Becca? Where's that river dance? Okay. He's very concerned and he's very upset about, he did see a couple of his kids. He's very concerned about this Epstein stuff. He wants this stopped. And he didn't know what to do. I don't think he's ever felt like this before. And so it just sort of boggled his mind. And if he could only take baby steps. I think he watched porn. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. What do you think he did? Because that's the Aleister Crowley. But I think he's very, 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 very. How many berries can you say? He is so nervous about this. And it is so ridiculously stupid for his press people or his MAGA group, that people like Charlie Kirk and all that. Remember, Charlie Kirk's going down with this. He's going down with the ship. He's such a flip-flop pancake. But for them to suggest that, oh, well, Alan wants to put him in another movie. And Alan, with his wife and her adopted daughter, who he ended up marrying, and was friends with Epstein. And I mean, like, they've got a backhoe. They're playing with a backhoe, and they just keep digging a bigger hole. He was trying to regain his strength. He was, he had to tell people that he's not doing very well, that there's going to be a change in his life. All right. Okay. All right. So now, what are the other European leaders, like Macron, and what are they all going to do? Are they going to fight? Are they going to actually get a backbone and do something really important to stop Putin? The other European leaders, they are working on it. All right, they're working on it. Remember, we don't have to know what it is. This is a big deal, because if they did that to her, now they know that. Now they know they better do something. They know they have to make a decision. Okay, so it's they will not sit. You come to judge. You come to judge. Oh my goodness. Okay. Where's Flip Wilson and Geraldine when you need them? I mean, we need some good laughter. Oh my God. You come to judge. All right. Okay, they are not going to make any more small, not a mere pittance of offers or gestures. They're done with that. They're done. And they are very upset about the children in Ukraine. They were sort of just standing there. But this is very good, because this is what they're going to do. They are feeling empowered. They feel like they have to do something. They get together. They feel like they can do it. They must do it. They will do it. And when you get this in a reading, there are some cards that say, yeah, I want to do that, but it's a whole nother feeling. It's a whole nother fact when you think you can do something. When you get the Magician, it's like you can do it. It's within your grasp. You can execute this. It's that important, and they're going to make it happen. So I bet that I bet he will be somewhat concerned. They delayed before. Okay, I'm starting to get really concerned about what's happening all over the world, because the Tower card is coming up with almost every single question I'm asking. So heads are going to roll. People are going to get angry. They're going to upset the apple cart. Structures will fall. They'll set, a different. Oh my God! This is really, really This is upsetting. Okay, but change must come. Now, we have, again, so many major arcana cards here. In fact, we only have 2 minors on the table. This is just gigantic. Justice, temperance, magician, world, hangman, tower, wheel of fortune. This is huge, what is happening here. This touches everyone, right? And it's just like Johnny and Becca and Jen were all saying, when this demise of this person comes, it will be worldwide felt joy, right? It will be. And then another major arcana. So 8 out of 10 in this spread are major arcana. So they're going to do the right thing. They're going to make it happen. They're going to set precedent. This will be written in the history books. It will change worldviews and world rules and how government works. Things will be rewritten, suspended, rewritten, because it's shocking and it has to. So they will have. Well, let's ask if they'll have success. I know that they're going to have success, but let's bring this together with some very happy news here. The Hierophant is about doing, following the rules, but doing what's right. And there is a certain amount of magic with these magical keys here. And it's educating yourself and understanding what are your rights? What can you do? And with the Magician, it's like, what magic then can you add to that? And when you put the Magician and the Hierophant together, I really don't think there is anything they can't do. So I think it's huge. All right, let's see. Will the European Union leaders, all the European leaders have success with their plans to stop Putin? Will the European leaders have real success in dealing and addressing all what Putin is doing and stopping Putin? Will they have success in affecting, snuffing out Putin's power, setting him back, stopping him? Will they have success? I'm loving it. Will they have success? And the Magician, he's very mercurial and he casts spells. So watch what they're saying, watch their words. Words are spells. And he can move things. He can plant things. He's very creative and innovative. All right, so there's a big struggle here. That can be change of plans too. Things going a different way, causing struggles. Now this lets me know that Putin will try to throw a wrench into them getting together again. So he is going to try to preemptively make a strike problem before they get together again on Thursday. This means to me that they will have success. They're making a plan. They're hatching a plan. They've talked. They're thinking. They're thinking about what they're going to say when they meet again. This is the knight who goes up to his bedroom at the top of the tower. He knows he has to fight valiantly in a war the next day, so he retires early. He prays. He meditates. He thinks about where he's going to move his right flank and his left flank. So to have the tower coming up so many times means that the world as we know it is going to change. Buildings may fall. Regimes may come down. The masks come off. The scales fall from the eyes. Here's the plan. Tempering is a way of balancing and snuffing out some of his power. So this is good. So it has a way of pushback. And they're going to tap into something he doesn't want. He is most fearful about. And that could be the reserves, the oil, the gas. They also have fear, you guys. They do have fear about how far can we take this? How far can we go? How far can we take it? But I think with these two together and the temperance right underneath it, boy, is this volatile. I believe they can, I think they can have success. They're thinking about what does he rely on? What is his weakness? What is his addiction? And that's what they're going to go after, is what he's addicted to. So he wants Ukraine not to be NATO. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to go after the things that he's addicted to pursuing. Okay. I think they're going to have success. Oh, look, it's my favorite brother. Hey, Steve. Okay. All right. And Ukraine is doing very well. All right. So how will we have time for a few more questions. Susan wanted to know, how will the press conference go with the surviving Epstein victims? How will that press conference go? Now, and I guess the GOP head, the crazy people, are going to meet with them today, but the press conference is tomorrow. How will the actual press conference go with the Epstein survivors? I like that. There's hope for the future. All right, let's see. Okay, this is a very impassioned crowd, and there are very impassioned people. There are defenders coming to their protection and to their cause. Boy, you always want this knight on your side, you know? Okay, and we know that, but they will also, there's going to be stupid people that will say things they probably ought not to say. So, whoops. So, let's see here. And defense. They're standing up. They're bruised but not broken. There will be a few things that happen. Maybe they happen today because we're looking into tomorrow. So this would be in the place where we would see what happens today. I think that some of the MAGA cronies in the GOP will, when they have their meeting about the book and talk to some of the survivors, will say some things that perhaps they didn't anticipate. But then by the time we get to the meeting, it's tough. It is tough. This is tough in every way, and it's important to acknowledge that when the Five of Cups comes up. People will realize that it was tough. All right, here's our Queen of Pentacles. This can be one of their attorneys as well. More messages that come out about Ghislaine. There may be more things that are written, pictures that were taken, things that are written, more fact. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is actually going to be really helpful. There will be a lot of different, this is very, very difficult, but when it gets to the end here, there's at least going to be a trail of information coming. And now, you know, gosh, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, which means there's a whole bunch of notes and information and mementos or things that they kept or pictures or somebody better batten the hatches because there's going to be, this is going to be successful for them. It's very hard at first, but it ends up being a successful venture. I'm hungry and I'm nervous because I wasn't sure this was going to work. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. And I'm nervous for them. Okay. And then, so will we, the people, feel like we get, you know, by the end of this week, there's just a whole bevy of notes, a whole bunch of information come out that about the Epstein files, people that were present, people that participated, names, places. Will we get will we be successful? Will we feel like we got a whole bunch of information that is very helpful? Well, how many times has the Death card come up today? And how many times has the Tower card come up today? And if you didn't watch Johnny, Jen, and Becca's Petty Boots group video from Sunday night, you want a good laugh, watch. I think they did it on Johnny's channel because it's pretty funny. I think there's going to be more information about him and his life. There are people that are going to try to put a stop to it and will say very negative things about the victims themselves, of course. Here are some more names that will be revealed. There's a whole bunch of, here's a treasure trove and a new beginning to that trail. Why some people just, there's some things that will remain a secret. But I'm loving this. And I really like that there will be an added destination, or there'll be testimony where things happened that we perhaps didn't even know about. It wasn't just the island or this apartment or this place. There's going to be another location that information gets unearthed about that, and that they didn't want this to come about. But it's coming out, and I really don't think there's anything they can do to stop it. They're going to try. They're going to try really hard and wish upon a star that it doesn't come out, but it's coming out. So I think we're going to have a good week. Hopefully, will we feel like the Oversight Committee will have a good week with everything they're investigating? Will the Oversight Committee? Oh, because they're going to meet with some of the victims that want to remain anonymous. So that may be the part that doesn't, the two of swords, where they don't want to be brought into the light. Will the Oversight Committee feel victorious? By the end of this week, does the Oversight Committee and Congress feel victorious? I didn't get the lighting quite right on that computer. It's better than this one, so I'll have to keep playing with it. But you guys have been very kind through all the problems that I had. And you said if you could just listen, then it would be good. That's good, and you really helped me out. Big boost of confidence, you guys. Okay, so they will not have compliance with somebody. That's probably Comer and a couple of the others. They're still trying to procure more evidence. They're separated from getting at something. And there are heartbreaks for some of the things that are, that do come out. But they do get quite a bit here. Okay. There's going to be a break. When some of this really starts to come out, there's going to be a break in the upper echelon or the upper part of the leadership where one person will betray another person. That's what I think is going to happen. So will we end up getting the majority of the information about Epstein and all of the people involved? Will we, in the short period of time, will we end up getting a good compilation of names and whereabouts and people involved and more information? Well, that's not good. They just announced, I think, that they have a sniper shortage of cover. Oh my God, maybe. Oh my God, I can't even go there. That DHS has or Secret Service has a sniper shortage. I can't even say it. Goodness gracious. Okay, now we're going to get what we need. We still need to kick it up a notch here. There's other people from other continents that will be involved. And this is a shakeup. This is a giant shakeup. Some of the things that are going to happen, I feel like will be shocking this week. I really feel it. Be shocking. All right. I just want to ask one more thing because I'm very concerned about. There's a rise in COVID, so I just want to see, is there going to be a whole nother, is there going to be some other type of really bad COVID strain or outbreak of COVID, something really bad? A pandemic, or another big, huge problem here coming up? Yeah, right? A sniper shortage. Have they all gone to the other side? Maybe. They're probably not getting paid. No, don't be afraid. There's a problem in another place. Make sure your drinking water is clean. Make sure that you have a Brita filter or any other. Just take extra care of your water sources. Okay. I do think with this Knight of Pentacles, there is a resurgence. So just take due caution. But we'll be okay. But there is definitely a resurgence. There is definitely a problem here. Okay. And it's slow. So just be careful. Make sure that you're taking all your vitamins. Do your breathing exercises. Do very forceful breaths and belly breaths so that you get all the air all the way down to the bottom base of your lungs. A couple of times a day, do some stretches and get that in there. Okay. I'm sure many of you have had surgery and you had to use the incentive spirometer that you breathe into and make the little ball go up. So push your breath, not a whole bunch, just make sure that your lungs are in good shape. Take your vitamin C. All right. It's going to take a while, though. It's not something that happens right away. It takes it's not like right now. Okay. So take precautions, but don't worry about this right now. Okay. All right, let's do a reading for you and I, because I've gone over. Thank you so much for your support. Yep, get out in the sun. Okay. This is a reading for you and I for this week. I'll definitely be back Friday at 4 p.m., but if it gets completely cray, and I think it's getting more cray by the day, I'll be back before. All right. Guys and angels, what is the message for us for this week? What do you want us to know? What is the most important thing that you want me to convey to our light worker family? Keep the people of Chicago in your prayers. Pray for everybody. Pray for every single person, every single place, because we need it. All right. There will be so much gossip and so many rumors and so many crazy stuff going on. Don't believe everything that you hear, okay? Because there's a lot of false information flying around out there. Oh my gosh. And then that is flanked by more misinformation. This may cause people's tempers or emotions to flare. So don't get into it. Don't let anyone draw you off your pedestal of peace. Don't get invested in the outcome of someone's unaliving or the throwing out of clothes from the window. Don't get caught up in this craziness. And this is the eclipse, one of the eclipse cards. We were getting a lot of the other one too, and the 8 of Cups as the other. It's the second time that's happened to me today. There's going to be a whole bunch of speculation about what kind of procedure he had done. Stay balanced with this here. I don't think it's a good time to overindulge in anything. I think a little bit of something is fine, but just stay very balanced. Okay. Pay attention to your animal totems and your familiars. Messages from nature. He can't remember. We keep getting the 7 of Pentacles for him. He cannot. He is not going to be able to accomplish everything that he wants to accomplish. When this comes up for us, it's important that we remember that, they say sitting is the new smoking. So get moving. Get out, get moving. I know it's hot in some places. Many of you have had a reprieve, but go early. Get up and go early. It's important. I go early and nighttime if I can. Okay. All right. Stay in the happy zone. Celebrate and give thanks for everything you've achieved. Give yourself a big pat on the back. Make good, smart money decisions. Stock up your cupboards. help each other out. Change is on its way. I think that's the most important thing to remember, that there's a whole bunch of change coming. We're going to need to be grounded, and you have to take care of your health. I think that that's the most important. Stay happy, be around other happy people, get out and move it, take good care of your health, allow someone to help you with something you need assistance with, and know that change. So stay balanced too, stay grounded. So stay very, very grounded. But change is on its way. So don't be overly worried, and please don't believe everything that you hear, and don't get into any kind of argument over the rumors that are swirling. Just don't. Well, he said this or she said this. Don't do it, because none of them are right, and there's more change coming, and then we'll know. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. We made it, you guys. I made it with all the new stuff. All right. So much love to you, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, and thanks again. And Square Peg, thank you so much. T-Barb, and I'll see you soon.